Good afternoon, this is Jack from theartofchart.net, and I'm recording an intraday video for the afternoon of Thursday the 21st of December. Our disclaimer: we do this for educational purposes only. We're here to share our technical analysis with you. We hope you can take some of what we're doing and learn from it and transfer it to your own charts. We're not here to issue trading signals. Right, let's have a quick look at, let's move over to that chart there. Expand. Right, now, I actually recorded a version of this video just a few minutes ago. It's only when I reached the end and was just thinking what a great video it was that I realized I hadn't actually switched on the audio button. So this is take two. Now, when I was doing the last video, we were testing the bull flag resistance, and I was saying that I was leading towards a break straight up, but there was a case for heading back down to here, but we were running out of time, and I thought it was more likely we were going to break up. But we are now breaking up. I'm expecting to see a retest of this high. This is a bull flag setup. Looking at InCue, we were again testing bull flag resistance. We're now breaking very slightly over it, not as clearly as we are with ES, but I think it's going to follow ES up. We are likely to see a retest of the all-time high. This is another bull flag setup. TF, we do not have a bull flag setup, but what we do have is a double bottom that's broken up, has back tested to the perfect area, held it on a couple more tests, and is moving up from there. I am expecting this to go to the obvious target that I've been talking about for days, which is the retest of the all-time high there. So we're expecting we should be on the way to all-time high retest on all three of these indices. We'll see how that goes. I'm expecting that those retests to be done this week. And obviously we're running out of week, so I was rather hoping it wouldn't turn down at flag resistance. Let's see how it goes. So, okay, great. That's the indices part. Let's move on to DX. DX, we've broken over the resistance trend line I was looking at there. We are, I think, back testing the low. I was talking on the morning video about the case for coming back to retest the low to reach this trend line at 92.75. I think that's what we're doing. So we might get a 60-minute buy signal brewing on a retest there. This should be a double bottom forming. Okay, CL. CL, obviously I was showing the RTH daily chart yesterday. We're looking pretty good. I've got the 56.75 is where I've got the bigger picture wedge support. I'm not expecting to see a break below that. I was hoping that we would come up and test triangle resistance and go straight through it. So far, we're not doing that. We've come up, we've tested it, and we may be reversing there. We've got a potential double top set up. We do not have any negative divergence that would constitute a signal. I'm thinking we're going to see a bit of a back test and probably break on up. If we see a hard break back below the low today, which is in the 57.65 area, if we see that broken and converted, then we could be back testing wedge support not too long afterwards. I would very much prefer not to see that, and if that's the case, key support would be monthly pivot at 56.89, which should not be broken. NG. Now, NG, I didn't show this chart yesterday, so I'm just going to show it quickly today. NG, this is a daily RSI 5 buy signal that's fixed, and I like it. I was liking it on the long side. We've now retested the low, and we've got a 60-minute buy signal, which is also fixed. We might need another low retest here. But at the moment we're just back testing aggressively, broken falling wedge resistance. I'm leaning very long on this. I would rather see this low hold or just be back tested with the marginal lower low. I would not like to see this under 2.25. Sorry, 2.5, because that would suggest that this is not a double bottom forming here. But at the moment I really like this on the long side. I am long. GC. GC actually had my hopes up overnight because it made an ideal high just at this channel resistance. Now, if that had held, and it's breaking slightly, but if that had held, then that would have very much opened up a potential move down to channel support, currently at about the 1220 area. Unfortunately, that has now been broken very slightly. I don't think that changes the short-term outlook. We're likely to be topping out. We're likely to see a retracement. That's likely to probably reach at least the weekly pivot area, and it's probably going to head back to a full retest this low back in the 1238 area, but the chances of getting lower than that are not as good as they were if that trend line had held. So we'll see how that goes. I like this on the short side. I am short. ZB. ZB is bottoming out, breaking up, possible IHS forming. The IHS target would only get us back to 150-120-ish. I'm expecting the rally to go higher than that. I'm really thinking of a range between 151.31 and 152.14. That's the 38.2 and 50% fib retracements. And I'm looking very much at the monthly pivot as a possible target at 152.03. I'm really liking this as part of the overall picture. I'll just show you the TNX chart, which I've been shown before, but this is the triangle. It's broken up. We've got a 60-minute sell signal here. Haven't marked it on, but it's there. I'm expecting to see a back test. We would normally see a back test. That should come back to at least 24.37. On TNX, and then it should, well, after we find a low, which may well be a bit lower than that, then we should start the main thrust up, which should then get us back to at least 26.21 on TNX. Stan's thinking 149. I'm thinking it could be a little lower than that on ZB. I was thinking 147, 148, but whatever. Should be a nice move. And that would be the normal triangle sequence which we would usually see. So watching for that. That does mean when we get up to the target area, I'll be looking around for potential short entries. There are a couple of obvious resistance areas here. Monthly pivot, broken support here. I'm liking the rally, but I'm mainly seeing it as an opportunity to reload short for the next leg down. We shall see. Right, HG. HG has been continuing up, marginal higher high. We do have, I've not marked it on here, we do have a possible 60-minute sell signal brewing now. I'm slightly discouraged by the fact that we've already had two sell signals fix on this move up, and we've got nowhere near the 30 level, and both of them have failed. HG can be like this. It's once it gets a trend between its teeth, it can just go and go. So I am wondering whether we are going to reach the bigger picture flag target in the 3.28 area without a significant retracement. I am not short for a retracement here, but if we see a decent retracement, I am planning to buy it. For a longer term swing long. As it is, I've taken off 2/3. I might regret that. We shall see. All right, great. In that case, well, I think that's a wrap. I'll have this posted as soon as possible. I had the sound on this time, which is great. I'm going to be heading out for most of the rest of the afternoon. So after this, I'm probably pretty much done until the close. All right, catch you later.